Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andrea Papito here as always, and in this video we are going to discuss about the crypto law 2023 in Italy. So if you're new to this channel, ESENtaxa talks about how to optimize your taxation if you want to relocate to Italy, but we are also giving information about Portugal and Belgium. So if you want to also relocate in those countries and you want to know exactly how the fiscal system works in all those countries, how to optimize taxes, and how to plan a long relocation term optimization. So we help you to understand exactly how to better increase your money in your pocket. In the description below the video, you will have our email contact info@esentaxa.com, or you can book a free consultation for 15 minutes in which we can address you exactly through our services. We provide consultant services and we also provide you video courses in case you need to understand from a general point of view the Italian fiscal system or the other jurisdiction fiscal systems. Now, what happened in 2023? The new Italian budget law has been published basically at the end of 2022 and put in force this law, this legislation from the 1st January 2023. Along with other news that we are basically discussing this channel, we released other videos previously about the incremental flat tax, the new forfeit regime limits. They also introduced a new crypto law 2023. Now, since last fiscal year, Italy had one of the most favorable taxation on cryptocurrencies, but wasn't really a law that was written and published by the parliament. It was just an interpretation by the Italian tax agency. So we always were in a sort of gray area, and we didn't know exactly how to treat the cryptocurrencies because the Italian tax agency just gave us an interpretation that was saying something like, okay, the cryptocurrencies are foreign currencies and we treat like foreign currencies. So we had to refer to the taxation or capital gains on gains realized on foreign currencies. If you go to the description below this video, you will have also the list of videos in which we explain also how the cryptocurrency worked in Italy up to 2022. But now in 2023, thanks to the new Italian budget law, we have a real legislation, a real law, precise indications of how to tax your capital gains realized on cryptocurrencies, where you are trading with cryptocurrencies. So how it works? I put some notes here, so in order to follow a precise schema, first of all, we have a taxation on capital gains of 26%. So this is the general cases. In 2023, there is no escapes. There is no anymore that famous threshold of 51,000 something euro below which you were tax-free. Now, the entire capital gains, it's taxed at 26%. What I mean as capital gains? The capital gains is the difference between the what you have realized, so the gains on when you trade with cryptocurrencies minus losses. Okay? So the Italian law now explicitly specify that the gains, the capital gains, is the differences between the gains minus the losses. So these subtractions. Before it was just an interpretation of the tax agency. Now it's written clearly in the law. So which means that if you have declared in the past fiscal years your losses on cryptocurrencies, you can use them against the gain of this year. And only the difference will be taxed at 26%. Okay? Now, an important thing is that has been introduced a sort of lump sum, which is a lump sum of 2,000 euro. What does it mean? It means that up to 2,000 euro per year, per tax year, of gains, of capital gains on trading on cryptocurrencies, you are tax-free. So you don't pay any taxes. So again, the differences between gains minus losses, if this subtraction is below 2,000 euro, you don't pay any taxes. There is no tax to pay. But the Italian law says in 2023, if you even pass 2,000 euro by 1 cent, then the entire amount will be taxed at 26%. So it's not, say, a franchise, below which you're always tax-free. It means that if you pass this threshold, you will be taxed entirely at 26%. So be careful about this, and in case you need to cash your gains with cryptocurrencies, make sure, if you're very close to this number, make sure to not pass 2,000 euro and leave the rest of the gains in your wallet, okay? So this is quite a small tip that I can give you right now. So this is the most clear and simple law, and one of the first European countries that basically followed the pressure of the European Union, the European Parliament that wants to regulate the cryptocurrency finally in all over the 27 European countries. So Italy, one of the first countries that basically wrote a clear law of how to tax the cryptocurrencies. Now, this is the main thing. One of the most important news that was not clear in 2022 is that you can have tax-free exchange between crypto to cryptos. What does it mean? It means that you have, let's say, Bitcoin. I'm trading with Bitcoins. And then I'm exchanging Bitcoins with Ethereum, for example. Since those are two cryptocurrencies, for the gains realized between the two cryptocurrencies are irrelevant from the imposable income. So as long as you are keeping this inside your wallet, you don't have to tax and pay the 26%. Okay? As long as you don't cash out €2 in your bank account, you don't have to pay 26%. Moreover, if you have another digital product under the form of cryptocurrencies, for example, an NFT, and you turn into a Bitcoin, for example, because you sell it straight in Bitcoin, this can be taxed. If you realize a gain, here can be taxed at 26%, because between cryptocurrencies, the law says between similar cryptocurrencies, homogeneous cryptocurrencies, this is irrelevant from the fiscal point of view. While between two crypto products, which are different, for example, NFT, images, virtual images, or other kind of things done with blockchain technology, exchange with Bitcoins, then if you realize again, you have to pay 26%. So be careful about this. You can exchange between cryptocurrencies, between them, but has to be of similar nature, okay? And then another important change that we had in this budget law, we have a new taxation, which is a substitutive taxation of only 14%. Okay, so the 26% taxation, it's something that it works whenever you want to cash your gains, your capital gains. Okay, realized from the trading of your cryptocurrencies, but there is the chance also to opt alternatively, is not an obligation, of this 14% taxation, which is a substitutive taxation. So how it works, this 14%, is not exactly an alternative of 26%, but basically is used to amend, for example, everything that you didn't declare up to 2022. So, for example, if you lived in Italy and in 2019, 2020, 21 and 22, in all those years you trade with cryptocurrencies, for example, with Bitcoins or with other cryptocurrencies, and you forgot to declare all these values that you had in your wallet on yearly basis through the Italian tax file return, you end up having all this money that you don't have a way to, let's say, to prove them. What I mean, I want to explain better this concept. It means that if you didn't give to the Italian tax agency a starting point, since when you purchased these cryptocurrencies, if you didn't give a value of 2019, you couldn't keep track about the fluctuating of these cryptocurrencies between all these 3 years. So in 2023, if you want to cash out, the Italian tax agency doesn't have an initial point. And for them, the initial point will be just 2023. So imagine you realize a gain of 50,000 euro, but it was because of the several losses and gains. You didn't keep track about anything. And they simply say, if you didn't keep track about all this long period of time, we can amend this problem, paying a substitutive 14% instead of the capital gains. This is basically saying that give me 40% on the value of your cryptocurrency, of your crypto, and we consider this like an amendment of all your forgotten tax years, okay? So this is how it works for 2023. But actually, you can exploit these things also because sometimes this 14% taxation might be more convenient than basically pay the 26% on capital gains. For example, I will give you an example just to make these things a little bit more clear. So imagine we have invested some years ago 30,000 euro, okay? Right? Then today, this in cryptocurrencies, of course. Today, this amount of money, keep in mind when I say 30,000 euro, I mean the corresponding value in euro of your cryptocurrencies. Every time that we give a value in euro of a cryptocurrencies, of multiple cryptocurrencies that you are holding in your wallet, the reference day has to be always the 1st of January of that current year. Huh? This is also another point that has been written in the law. So imagine you have 30,000 euro, and then now the amount of cryptocurrencies value worth today 100,000 euro. Okay? So you have two options here. You have realized a gain of 70k. Now, either I pay today, I want to cash out, and I pay 26% on this 70,000 euro, and then basically this means that it's like 18,200 euro to pay to the Italian state, or I can use the substitutive taxation of 14% on basically 100,000. So I'm going to say, forget about all my previous years, don't consider losses and gains and everything, even though I declare them, because this is not only used because you forget to declare all the previous years, but it can also use by convenience, because you can basically adapt the current value and you can record the current value and say to the Italian state, to the Italian tax agency, do not consider the previous value of the previous years, but let's consider the value from which you will start in the future to calculate your capital gains from 2023. So you can apply this 14% on 100,000 euro. And 100,000 euro, 14% is exactly 14,000 euro. Which is basically less, you pay less taxes with this trick than 80,200 euro, okay? So this is also another trick that can be used, exploiting this different substitutive taxation that has been put in place in 2023. Of course, this makes more sense if your intention is cash out this year, and then you pay only 14,000 euro and on 100,000 instead of 18,000 euro, paying 26% on 70,000, okay? And last point of this law is the monitoring the cryptocurrencies through the Italian tax file return. What does it mean, monitoring? In Italy, it's mandatory to monitor your asset abroad with the Italian tax file return. There is a module called RW, and in this module, you have to basically say what you possess in a foreign countries, like financial product. And for the Crypto Law 2023, this module will be used also to monitor the value of your cryptocurrencies. So the value of the total cryptocurrencies starting from the 1st January of the current year, okay? And on the value, unfortunately, has been introduced a wealth tax of 2 per 1,000, which means 0.002 multiply the value, okay? So this is the new wealth tax that will be introduced, that has been introduced in 2023 on cryptocurrencies, on the correspondent euro value of the total of your cryptocurrencies detained in your wallet, okay? I hope I was clear for this Crypto Law 2023. If you have any questions, if you want to have a clarification, please write down at info@ESENtaxa.com, or you can simply book a free consultation of 50 minutes. And if you like this content, simply subscribe the channel, notification bell, and like button. See you to the next video. Thanks.